What's up to all my made men, made women, and made kids out there? What's going down? I just received something from what's it called? Ubisoft in the email. Just received that in the email, and I wanted to take a look at it. And I wanted to bring you guys with me while I take a look at this. It's from Ubisoft for Assassin's Creed Origins. Now, you know, the past few weeks, even months, I've been talking about Assassin's Creed Origins. Alright? So, let's go take a look at it.
Call like Minnesota, call like Minnesota, call like Minnesota, call like Minnesota. Need to stay up out the streets if you can't take the heat.
Alright, I take a look at that right there. You see that right there? I want to show you something. Something from GameStop. GameStop right here. My girl went and I put a pre-order. I put a pre-order on Assassin's Creed Origins. And right now, if you look at it, it is fully paid. Right there, it's fully paid. You can see it is sitting with Super Mario Odyssey. You see it? I don't know if you guys can see it or not. But, yeah. Anyway, it's Assassin's Creed Origins. It's $69.89, so basically $70. Alright. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I got the $70 one. Just letting you guys know. So, anyway. Let's get to it, man. Like I said, Ubisoft sent me this in my email, so I want to take a look at it. Let's look through each of these videos and take a look at it. Okay, let's watch this now. Let's watch now. Birth of the Brotherhood. Oh wow. Let me put my stuff in here. You guys can still hear me, right? Alright. I'm gonna put it in here. I don't want y'all to know my information, so y'all don't just start putting that shit down for your shit. So just hold on, give me a second. Get nice and set. There we go. Submit. And then go back. Alright. Actual in-game footage captured.
I am a Magi, protector of Egypt. My land is on the brink of collapse. To defend it, I must become an instrument of justice and freedom.
Yeah. It's just teasing.
Protector of the true Pharaoh of Egypt.
Gods have abandoned us.
Be careful. Not everything is as it seems.
Back. Your people are in danger.
Looks like it's using the whitewashed version.
There's a new creed now.
But it's all good.
In darkness we have come, and in darkness we shall stay. We are Magi no longer. We shall be known as assassins.
Assassin's Creed Origins. Available October 27th. Watch more now.
Yeah. Cannot wait, people. let's move on to the next one. Can we go back? Can we go back? Hold on. I probably have to press the X on this. Alright, let me, is it this one? Yeah. So let me press the X on that one. Get that out of there. Let's move on to the next. Just watch that trailer right there. Oh, okay. It's all these videos right here. Get your popcorn, people. Get your popcorn because we're about to go in. We're about to go in. Let's go to the next.
In the vast open world of Assassin's Creed Origins, the new combat system creates a lot of new ways to deal with your enemies. Making a ruckus can be very effective, but stealth has always been a
So every
favorite
hit is like
tool
a
of the
point?
Assassins.
What
So
is that?
we talked to the developers about how you can take a sneakier approach to getting what you want.
You know, stealth is part of the lifeblood of this series. What are some of the ways that players can really lean into that stealthy play style in Origins?
So with the abilities, you can really start extending what you can do in stealth. You know, sometimes you might see a group of 4 guards. Having the ability to forward time. This will actually, you know, those guards will get up and they'll do their daily business. At some point, maybe they'll go to sleep. The point is, this is an ability that allows you to change the setup. The stealth system itself is very
So you
different
can
than previous
creep for
ACs.
real.
Now it's really distance-based. That's an important thing because we wanted the player to be able to cat and mouse with the AI. So you don't get detected right away. They might see you, they might see a threat, but they might not recognize the true threat that it is. So they need to document it, they need to investigate. This allows you to start splitting groups up. Combined with sleep darts, with poison, you can really manipulate the environment.
Got him.
From the level design, already you can really sneak into a lot of locations. You know, you can sneak into forts, into camps that you are really, you know, under level. If you're detected, you'll be dead. But nothing is preventing you from trying it and using the level design.
We've worked very hard on the level design to make sure that there's constant opportunity.
Yo, I need that shirt right there, yo.
To go up high.
Need that
You know,
shirt,
being a predator where you
XXXL.
see, that means you go up high. Or you can actually gain other abilities, so like sleep knives, poison, taming animals.
What happens once you tame an animal? Does it
The
just
lion
kinda,
was
like,
getting
come
him.
alongside with you and like bite anyone's face off?
Exactly.
Or mess with you?
Exactly. First, you need to be able to tame them, right? To tame it. So it's not just out of nowhere, you know, you're able to tame animals. You first need to put them asleep so that you can approach them without any risk, and then tame them.
You know, if you consider the bow as part of your stealth equipment, that's another way you can upgrade the damage of the bows, you can upgrade what they can do themselves.
One of the skills that I was really enjoying during my playtime is the Predator bow. Steering that arrow just gives it that extra little oomph, doesn't it?
Yes, when you manage to master the bow, the arrow, it's awesome. The feeling of actually continuing to chase your target using the
Face? Was he
It's
sneaking?
an awesome feeling, but it's quite hard. So some might not
Mouth.
like it, which is fine because we have many other opportunities.
Look at that. Look at them creeping. Look at them creeping.
I think one of my favorite ways to play stealthy is to create those distractions. You know, you set a fire over here, everyone gets a little alarmed and like, oh, I'm just gonna go accomplish my objective over here.
Oh, and I would even say a lot of people don't realize it, but you have a torch that you can take out. So you can toss it to create a distraction. So that's another tool, stealth tool that you have.
I was also excited to see that there's a skill that allows Senu to get into combat a little bit with you.
Yes, absolutely. This is something that we thought that was really cool actually, and makes sense. So when you're,
Don't hit the bird. Don't hit the bird,
you
son.
want to distract some, to sneak on the other side, well, just use Senu on guard. She will take care of it.
I would love that players who want to play stealth get to explore the system and find really cool moments that we didn't think of ourselves. I think
What's the date and what platforms we can play it on?
absolutely. So we launch on October 27th, very soon, on Xbox One,
Very
Xbox
soon.
One X. PC, PS4, and PS4 Pro.
Very soon. You hear that? Let's move on to the next, baby. Alright, that was Stealth in Ancient Egypt. Now we're going to move on to Tales from the Tomb compilation.
What's going on here?
We're trying to get this assassin guy to slide down the side of the pyramid.
So he's drunk.
Just topped up on vengeance.
He's gonna wreck his sandals.
We are so screwed. Where are we gonna hide this giant body?
Oh, I got an idea. Okay, what if we build a humongous pyramid over the course of, I don't know, like a couple centuries or something? Something so outrageously huge that we got entire generations that are just dying out just from stacking up bricks. Right? And then, best part, we stick our friend here underneath it.
You're a genius!
Brian, you're a genius!
This concludes our Nile River tour. Thanks for choosing Mr. Goat's glass bottom boats. Please
Whoa! There's a guy fighting a crocodile in the water!
Freaking blood! Okay, let me get this straight. There's an assassin on the loose with an arsenal of deadly weapons. You know, maces, swords, flaming arrows, weapons. And the only thing you can sell me is a staff full of candy.
Yeah, guy, I don't know. Diabetes.
What kind of bad deal are you, Dennis?
Well, just remember, people, this is about to get real in this motherfucker.
I heard there's an assassin in the kingdom with a savage pet eagle.
Why are you telling me this?
I just thought...
Oh, because I have a bird head, we must all know each other? That's ignorant, Karen. Real ignorant.
Wow, what a day for a river cruise.
I know. Nothing could ruin this perfect afternoon.
Not the room service guy spilling the wine.
Not the fact that there's a 6-year-old at the helm.
Not even the massive flaming boat fight he's steering us into.
Not even that.
You like how we got the dark one in there?
Did you see that assassin shoot 5 arrows from his bow?
It's a shotgun.
It's a weapon from the future. The aliens, those little green ones that helped us build the pyramids? Yeah, they told me.
Those little green ones that help build the pyramids.
Hey, you hear about the god that got killed by the human assassin?
No! How does that one go?
Oh, it's not a joke. It's a human killing the gods. Yeah, we're probably all gonna die.
That's fucking grim.
Oh,
Wow.
you get it? Right? Crocodiles.
Whoa. That's Anubis right there.
You got anything on the fight at the arena tonight?
One of the gladiators tested positive for mummy dust.
Let them fight. What death do has it? A little zoom from the tomb. A little nip from the courtyard. Pheromones.
Yeah.
Dead to beat the spread, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh man, can't wait to be in there. Can't wait to be in that stadium.
That assassin guy? He wants to kill me.
You're a god. What do you mean?
I was talking to his wife, and my lips...
Assassin's Creed Origins. Available October 27th.
That's weird. Alright, developers, questions and answers. Story and narrative. Let's go.
Hi, my name is Matt Zegarak. I'm the Associate
Matt
Narrative Director of
Zegarak.
Assassin's Creed Origins, and today I'll be answering some questions from the community. What is the Order of the Ancients? So the Order of the Ancients is a powerful group of men and women in the high echelons of Egyptian society who are manipulating the affairs of state, the affairs of religion, economics, and military from behind the scenes. They are using Ptolemy XIII, the boy king and ruler of Egypt, as their puppet in order to exert this influence.
Ptolemy 13.
A major part of Bayek and Aya's journey will be uncovering who the members are of this Order of Ancients, what their goals are, and unraveling this conspiracy that goes to the very top of Egyptian power. Are the Order of Ancients Proto-Templars? The answer is yes and no. The Order of Ancients are not Templars per se, the group that we've seen in the iterations of the Assassin's franchise that we know. But at the same time, as Bayek and Aya are proto-assassins, the members of the Order of Ancients are in form Proto-Templars as well. In the sense that the ideology that they're fighting for, notions of control, notions of going against free will, notions of manipulating power from the shadows, closely resemble that of the Templars that we know from the series. And these ideologies are going to transform and sort of coalesce into something that will end up being the Templars in the future. Are they a secret society, or are they known to the public? So, as a secret society, it says it in the name, of course the existence of the Order of Ancients itself is unknown to the public. That being said, the members that comprise this order are, in many cases, people who occupy high stations of power and high stations of influence. So, the individual members might be known to people of the public, but they wouldn't know that behind the scenes they have a secondary agenda of participating to this
That shit look real as hell, man.
Is there a leader
Look at the skin on that.
So the exact membership of the Order and the exact power structure that exists within it is something that is one of the key things we want players to discover as they play the game. A big part of Bayek and Aya's journey throughout the game is going to be uncovering the fact that this Order exists, what its power structure is, and who its members are, and unraveling this conspiracy throughout the course of the entire game story. So I don't want to say if there's a leader, I don't want to get into the exact details, but suffice it to say that answering that question is going to be a major part of the story of Assassin's Creed Origins. Is the Order the only enemy faction in the game? So the Order of the Ancients is a faction that's operating behind the scenes. It's something that's not public-facing to the people of Egypt. The things that are public-facing to the people of Egypt is all of the different power struggles going on between the various political factions that are happening in the country. So you have the army of Cleopatra, you have the army of supported by the Order, you have the influence of Caesar and the Romans who are coming.
Yo, there's gonna be Romans. Gonna be Romans
so
in there.
From Bayek's perspective and from the perspective of the player, there will be many different people across many different factions who come to the conflict with. So it's not simply about there being one enemy faction as such. There are many different factions at play in the power struggle at this time in Egypt. And as in life, a lot of these factions are not black or white, but gray, where some people will be allies, other people will be enemies. And it's kind of up to Bayek to discover where his allegiances lie in these factions. Are there just male members in the Order? So absolutely not. There are both male and female members of the Order of Ancients. At this time in Egyptian society, women actually had a very high role to play in the development of power, Cleopatra being a perfect example in the Order of Ancients.
This is Africa, man.
Assassin's Creed
They're not.
Origins. Available October 27th.
The Order of the Ancients.
The Order of the Ancients. Mysterious figures who seek the power of the ancient gods. Hidden and faceless, they control the Pharaoh from the shadows. From the Nile Delta to Siwa, their grasp for might and control is limitless. When the Order craves something, no one can stand in their way. They are the reason for your pain and anger. If you do not act, this country will burn to the ground.
What's up?
I'm just recording this video right here about Assassin's Creed. And we all know that you're asleep. Right, people? Yeah, I know. Let's continue on. Oh, that looks like Asian. There's gonna be an Asian fighter.
The Order will tear our Egypt apart. What will you do, Medjay?
Right in the eyeball.
Assassin's
Yup,
Creed
right in the
Origins.
eyeball.
Available October 27th. Watch more now.
What is that said? The eyes is the window to the soul. So you destroy the eye. Right through the brain. Alright, let's go. This one is called Series Biggest World Yet. So, Assassin's Creed Origins is the series' biggest world yet.
In recreating ancient Egypt, Assassin's Creed Origins doesn't just give players a city or three to explore with some countryside in between. It's building an entire seamless country you can travel freely across. This is the biggest world ever created for an Assassin's Creed game, and it's packed with dynamic things to discover and pursue.
You know, when we started by saying let's do ancient Egypt, it was going to be a country. Ancient Egypt meant many things for us. It meant, yes, cities, but also all the wilderness areas, and we wanted to show the diversity of this wilderness and something that people, as they play the game and get into hours and hours of it, they're constantly seeing new stuff from the world, from the environment.
The team began with a world around the size of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flags, with one important difference. It's all land. Well, it's mostly land. No matter where you are, there's a density to the landscape that creates a feeling that there's always some area you haven't explored, something you haven't uncovered.
In terms of the granularity of the details, the experiences that you can have, the things you can run into, the NPCs, the animals, the fauna, it's much, much more dense. So this is definitely, in terms of content, the biggest world we've ever built. We wanted the exploration of the world to really be jaw-dropping. We wanted people to be lost in this world for hours and hours. So the game is quite huge. The world is massive.
Egypt, even in the game setting of 49 BCE, was never an undifferentiated landscape of deserts, pyramids, and snazzy headgear. It was huge and cosmopolitan, a hub of trade, agriculture, and craftsmanship.
Jeez, that's
From
a big
Alexandria to
world,
Memphis,
man.
Egypt was a place of geographical
Can't
contrast and
wait.
cultural diversity, and recreating the entire country as a single open world is one of Assassin's Creed Origins' greatest achievements.
So if you go into Alexandria, it's a very Greek city, a very big and broad streets. And then you go into Memphis, it's very crowded. And all of this is based on the historical research that we do. So we learned, for instance, that the Memphis is very close to the Nile, and that the course of the Nile changed with centuries, and that affected how the city was built. And so in return, that affects the way that we create that city, and that is what players will experience. A city filled with water, with caves, with surrounded by the Nile, with boats around. So very, very nice and rich city. So historical research is very important for us.
Next to capturing the scale and detail of Egypt, the game's biggest task is to fill its vast spaces with interesting things to see and do. The Egypt of Assassin's Creed Origins is a dynamic place, one where you'll always be able to find wildlife to hunt, a secret to uncover,
Look at the crocodile just sitting there.
or a quest to pursue. In fact, you'll need to discover the game's quests on your own, and there are multiple ways to do it. A vital contact might direct you to someone who wants you to check on a friend in danger, for example, or you might just stumble onto that friend while exploring and get pulled into a new adventure. You can even leave a quest at any time, pursue other tasks, and then pick up again from where you left off.
There's tombs and temples to explore. There's puzzles in the world, left by the ancient people. There's a lot of really cool activities to do in the world. There's a huge density there.
Assassin's Creed Origins is set
like
during the reign of Cleopatra,
looks like he's
an
taxing
extremely
niggas.
tumultuous and pivotal era for Egypt, and one that fits in well with the series' preference for periods of conflict, upheaval, and massive societal change.
The game takes place during her ascension to the throne. During this time period, her father, Ptolemy XII, had passed away, and so he left the country into the hands of Cleopatra and her brother Ptolemy XIII, who's the boy king. And right away there was conflict and strife and a civil war between the two, and Cleopatra gets exiled. And so we catch up to her in our context when she's exiled, and so she's on her way to reclaiming her family.
Pretty much everyone in Cleopatra's family has been assassinating each other's. So that creates this unique set that's tremendous to create a story and to go around all of this plot.
Ptolemy XIII appears to have the full support of a masked secret society calling itself the Order of the Ancients, and since history tells us the Boy King's power grab was orchestrated mostly by his advisors, it's likely the masked men are behind the civil war itself.
The Order of the Ancients are trying to control Ptolemy XIII. They believe that he's younger and weak and that they could manipulate him easily. However, they're a secret society, and they will always be in Bayek's path, and so you will have to make your way through that.
In any case, Cleopatra would soon have a powerful ally of her own.
And at this point, we have Caesar, who shows up at some point chasing after another Roman, Pompey. Pompey came to Egypt in order to be protected, thinking that they had an alliance. But Ptolemy, knowing that Caesar was coming, he decides to assassinate Pompey as a gift to Caesar, which only infuriates Caesar, saying that he was my enemy, but he was also a Roman. You cannot kill a Roman like that. And so this pushes him to ally with Cleopatra.
I wish it was like that for us.
Key central figures, so Caesar being, this
it was black.
legendary
So you just can't
tactician,
just kill a black
I think
bro.
one of the most epic
You're about to
historical
get in some
figures
shit.
you can possibly have in the Assassin's Creed series. We wanted our players to experience it sort of as if, for Bayek, these are also at some point gods. Cleopatra, Ptolemy, they're considered to be gods in this world. And as he meets them and he's almost, in awe of who they are, as soon as he meets them and he realizes these are human beings with their own flaws and weaknesses and strengths, and he connects with some, doesn't connect with others. And we want it to be a reflection of how, hopefully our players can also envision these kind of people.
Have them boiled to death inside a bronze bull.
Goddess, no. They were coerced.
Bayek's quest isn't just about exploring ancient Egypt or defying the Ptolemies, or even fighting the masked agents of the Order of the Ancients. It's about finding a new place in a world whose changing traditions have made him obsolete, and it's a quest that will lead, eventually, to the founding of what we now know as the Assassin Brotherhood.
From the start, we know that assassins are fictive characters, so it's all right. We acknowledge that this is not a documentary, even if we're based off history, even if history is our playground and we like to play with it. So Bayek, within that environment, even though he's fictive and he interacts with real people, we try to make it believable. That really rootens him into the realm of Egypt.
Assassin's Creed Origins is coming October 27th for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC.
Can't wait, man.
To find out more, check out the other videos on this channel and visit us at Ubiblog.
Ooh. Feeling chills right now, man. Chills. Now let's move up. Game of power.
Egypt is divided. Vast armies amass, while great leaders conspire. Ptolemy, the boy king, he wants the entire region kept under heel.
If you ally with my system, I will kill every last Roman in Alexandria.
But he is a puppet. We do not know who pulls the strings. The exiled queen Cleopatra thirsts for power.
We have informants in each region.
Across Egypt, mysterious forces work against us.
She wields followers with lethal skill in pursuit of her throne.
It is time for assassinations.
That was smooth right there.
Caesar
blocked his hand and that was smooth.
might of Rome at his back. His true motives are unclear.
Together we can do more than Alexander did.
You will have his say before this war is over. Good, evil. These are phantasms of the desert. Willpower is all that matters. You may not be a king, Bayek, but history follows you.
Damn, that's a big ass motherfucker. I'm about to fight that dude. I'm about to see his weaknesses.
Available
It's
October
probably his
27th.
legs. His
Watch
legs is
more
probably
now.
his weaknesses. Because he's so big. So, slice his leg. Move on to the next, right? Oh, okay. Here we go. Cinematic trailer.
We kill the flame. Magnified, sanctified be thy holy name. You want it darker.
You killed the flame.
I'm ready, my lord.
Forward!
There's a lover in the story. We kill the flame.
Ooh, got him.
They're lining up the prisoners and the guards are taking aim. I struggle with some demons.
Use it, yeah.
Middle class and team. I didn't know I had permission to fire into me.
I'm gonna fuck this game up, bro. Y'all already know. You already know your boy's about to rock this. Y'all know your boy's about to this up, man. Wow.
You want it darker?
Yo, I want to rewind that back, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to. Oh my goodness. Did you see that? He used his foot. Cobra. King Cobra at that. Ah, the bird came and snatched it up. He said lunch.
Available October 27th. Pre-order now and get a bonus mission.
Oh yeah, I already pre-ordered it, baby. As a matter of fact, we already paid for it. We just paid for it, so we just gotta wait until the day. We're gonna get it actually on the 26th at 9 o'clock.
We are the first.
And it comes out the 27th, so I hope you are there.
The first
Man, I hope you're
to
there.
see the gods. The first to tame their beasts. The first to guard the soul from evil. conquered this land and built an empire. But there are whispers on the wind. A brotherhood born in the shadows.
So many goosebumps, man.
They are the first to call themselves
Assassins.
The Assassins.
And they said that it's not like, you know, the other Assassin's Creed where you have a button to press and you can just block real quick and just, you know, do a finishing move. You have to actually fight. This is gonna be nasty.
Available October 27th. Pre-order now and get a bonus mission, Secrets of the First Pyramids.
Damn right. You're gonna see me playing that too. Alright, where were we? That was a world premiere, right? Yeah, I appreciate Ubisoft for sending me all this stuff, man. I definitely appreciate that, yo. I definitely appreciate this because I didn't see any of these things.
I'm Ashraf Ismail, game director for
You
Assassin's
probably
Creed
have,
Origins.
all you guys watching, and you probably haven't.
What would you say
So
is
welcome.
the biggest change to combat in Assassin's Creed from Dylan? So Dylan, the biggest change to Assassin's Creed in terms of combat, it's that we've drastically changed the paradigm of what is fight. So in previous ACs, we used what we call technically a paired animation system, which means when you swing your weapon, the hero and the enemy align, they play an animation together, you wait for the animation to finish, and then you continue fighting.
Yep.
The change we decided, the paradigm that we shifted
They
is we went
changed it.
to what we call a hitbox system, which means that anytime you swing your weapon, no matter the distance, no matter if there's no one around you, you're gonna swing. And that means all of a sudden that distance matters. The speed of your weapons matter. Your position in fight relative to other enemies also matter. Because now if you have a big spear and you're swinging it around, you can hit multiple enemies all at the same time. So all of a sudden, all these parameters of a weapon really matter in the gameplay. So it's not just about the damage anymore, it's really speed, length, position in fight, the number of enemies you're fighting. That's the basis of it, and then from there, we really go deep on what weapons do the enemies have, how do they behave based on the weapon loadout they have. From heavy weapons to fast weapons to shields. All of this has a huge impact on fight and the way as a player you're meant to read the fight and
You're gonna be fighting.
what kinds of weapons will we be able to use, Megan? Megan, we have a ton
I'm
of
fighting
melee
lions.
weapons and range weapons. So if I start
Those
with
are
the range
female
weapons,
lions.
there's the hunter bow, which is a more traditional bow. There's the warrior bow, which is, let's say, a shotgun bow. It shoots multiple arrows at the same time.
I think female lions are more technical than the male lions. The male lions just come to at you.
Which is more like a very fast
But I think the
pistol and
female
where you
lions,
can really let out a
they
lot
like
of shots
think,
very, very fast. And then
and they'll
there's the
jump your
predator bow,
ass.
which is the sniper bow. For melee weapons, we have many. So you
Predator
can fight
bow. I
barehanded.
think that's gonna be my
You
shit.
can fight with a sword and a shield. You can fight with a spear. You can fight with heavy blunt weapons like maces. You can fight with heavy bladed weapons like giant axes. You can fight with what we call a scepter, which is a very fast staff, if you will. Fight dual wielded with two short swords. You also have two major types of attack, which is the light attack and the heavy attack, and these build combos. So each weapon also has a different combo output. So based on how you use the light and heavy, you have a different set of attacks. We want players to discover each weapon, that every new weapon type gives them this learning curve that they need to master and to decide what's their favorite. Big thing that we're pushing in terms of equipment actually is that now it's a very RPG driven system. So all of these types of weapons I mentioned, they all have levels, they all have stats, they all have attributes. So sometimes you can have weapons that are on fire or weapons that can deal poison damage on top of the base damage they do. So we've really delved deep into more RPG type mechanics, but that are still credible in the world. There's a huge amount of depth in the system, and we're excited for people to discover that depth and find that style that they love to play with. How do enemies react in combat? By Sarah. So, Sarah, how enemies react in combat? We wanted the fight to be able to get very difficult. If there are too many enemies, we want players to actually back off or figure out a way to take out singular enemies and manage the fight. You cannot fight 8 guys in one shot and be efficient. There are ways for you to actually be able to manage them, but we wanted that if there's a lot of enemies around, you're going to get overwhelmed. We do have the
I don't know how much I to go for it though. You already know how much I to go for it. We're like 8 niggas around.
So
I'm gonna try to go for it.
So you have your shield, you have a dodge, you have a parry. So there's a lot of defenses. You have your bows. So
oh, I thought he was gonna hit him with the on the fall, like
between melee combat and
while he's still falling. He's already falling and gets hit while he's falling.
Flow. We wanted players
that
to be
been
able to take a few shots at a guy to slow them down, maybe if they're charging, use their spear to take out the 2 guys that are on their left and go back to the person charging them again. We wanted the fight to be very dynamic and very spontaneous, and that your skill of understanding the enemies, how they behave, their weapon loadout, your weapon loadout, the efficiency of your weapons, we want these things to be constantly running in the player's mind to be an effective fighter in the game.
So as long as there's a dodge, like I see there's a dodge, I'm gonna be good.
Available October 27th.
I'm gonna fight like mad, nigga. Mad, man. All in one. I'm gonna fight a whole bunch of slice, 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 slice. It's gonna be a nice game. I can feel it. I can feel it. All right, game com. Oh, yeah. One of these days, I'm gonna go to one of these game comms. People, stick with
Hello
me.
everyone, I'm San, your community developer from Assassin's Creed. We're here in Cologne for Gamescom 2017 with Assassin's Creed Origins. We have over 90 pods available and people are lining up to play the game. We do have a lot of activities planned for Gamescom. Let's check it out.
My name is Maxime Durand. I'm the franchise historian for Assassin's Creed. So specifically today I talk about the city of Memphis, the Temple of Ptah, which are things that are presented at Gamescom in a demo. So we presented documents about how the city was designed, what are the monuments like the Temple of Ptah, the Royal Palace, all the different cemeteries and sewers and underground.
How do you feel presenting that and how the fans reacting to this presentation?
It was very interesting. They had good questions. They were so eager to understand how we make these games. It was unique. It was so cool.
They wouldn't want me
Tabby and
sitting
Ash,
there.
we just revealed to the world
Don't
our
be like, yo.
partnership. How do you guys feel after that?
Why aren't they
It's
darker,
wonderful.
bro?
It's been 3 years in the works. We're really excited. We're
You
going
in
to see some
Africa, my
Assassin's
nigga.
Creed inside Final
Why aren't
Fantasy.
they-
This collaboration
why
has
do they
been a
look like
wonderful
this?
thing. I'm a huge fan of Final Fantasy. I've been in love with Final Fantasy since 7. So to be able to
Yeah, I used to love
work
Final Fantasy
with
too. I
Tabby
still
and
got
his
Final
team on
Fantasy 15. I might play it for you guys.
and
This is
AC Origins, it's really exciting and wonderful. It's been an honor and a pleasure. They've been amazing with us, and it's been an absolutely wonderful collaboration.
アッシュのオリジンズのチームと我々の FF15 のチームの
That one
やっ
is
ぱり
that's
その
the
開
real
発者
shit he's
間
saying,
の
man.
信頼感とか、リスペクトっていうものがお互いのシリーズをこうやって近づけて新しいコラボレーションというものを埋めたと思ってます。それがきっとお互いのファンコミュニティの人たちにもその素晴らしさや良さっていうものが、絶対伝わるんじゃないかなと思って僕はワクワクしてます。はい。
I'm here with Sarah and Marco from Access the Animus, one of the biggest
I
Assassin's
got
Creed
Final
fan
Fantasy
sites in the
15. I need
world.
to go download
So
that.
can you explain us how you partner with the AC team for Gamescom?
Yes, sure.
I'm gonna
Well,
download that.
thanks
As soon
to
as
the
I'm done with
Mental
this,
Skills
so let's see
program,
how
we
much
were
that
able
is.
to collaborate directly with the Assassin's Creed community team, and we were able to create some very special events for all the fans that are here at Gamescom in this year.
And what type of event did you organize?
It's a dinner with the developers, so we'll literally sit at the same table, fans and developers, so that they can interact with each other.
Then we are
two other activities. So we have what we call the Assassin's Creed Trivia, which is basically we're going to gather some fans and test their knowledge about the Assassin's Creed lore. At the end of the week, on Saturday, we're going to have an Assassin's Creed cosplay meetup. So we are gathering again all the Assassin's Creed cosplayers that are around here.
We had such a great time at Gamescom. Thank you for watching, and make sure to check our social media pages for the latest update on Assassin's Creed Origins. Bye!
Assassin's Creed Origins. Available October 27th. Watch more now.
I am. That was the Gamescom wrap-up, right? Let's discover some Agent Egyptian secrets.
Welcome to another episode of Let's Play Presents.
Let's
Jeremy is
play.
here, I'm Jack, and we are playing some Assassin's Creed Origins. I cannot express how excited I am to play
Yeah,
this
this
game.
got announced earlier today, and we're here playing.
My Eagle display, yeah, I was.
This is so great.
Yeah, it literally got announced at the Microsoft.
All this is doing is just teasing me.
We should just take a moment to look at this setting. So we're obviously, out in this nice little desert area right now.
Oh, you gotta look at that statue from the front. I want to see the front of that.
Oh, from the front. Let's do a turn around.
Is that like a raw statue?
I think so. It's something cool.
Nah, it's a dude.
Oh, dude. But so not only that, so one neat thing they added is I can hit up, and I'm an eagle.
Oh, nice. Dude, look how much water there is, really.
And so as the eagle, you can fly around and like mark stuff. So
Oh,
like
two guys on the ship there to the right.
So I can go like boom, like there's a bad guy right there.
On the right, over here.
Oh, it's over there.
Look, see the two guys on the ship?
Oh, there you go. Mark. They're talking. Then
oh, two more walking around. Oh, there's one.
It's like 3 or 4 walking around, homie.
Fourth one on your.
There's another one
There's
right
one there.
Let's see, there's anybody up in the tower. You gotta watch out for towers in Assassin's Creed, man.
Yeah, you do, because it's always a freaking somebody that's shooting something at you.
Let's go back down. Let's go see what's in that area.
In the camp?
The little village. Oh, there's my eagle. Look at him.
Is that your eagle, or is that just a vulture?
I think that's my eagle. Or it might be a vulture. Oh, no, vulture.
There's a lot of birds flying. Is that my bird up there?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Alright, so let's get down here.
Well, this is like the other Assassin's Creed. You really can't even kill the birds anyways.
That guy right there. Okay, you see him?
Where? Oh, is he in that tower?
Get off the horse. Get off the fucking horse. Thank you.
So,
oh, you keep climbing. Oh,
alright, so
spike fence in front of
there's a restricted area here, so I can crouch. Sneaky.
You gotta climb up the tower.
I'm so sneaky.
Pull him off.
Or let's see here. So one of the big things is you have a bow in this
Face.
Oh, you can headshot him? Alright, well, you
Face.
Alright. And hold your breath. Oh,
Wow, I didn't kill him.
There's arrow drop.
I don't think you noticed though.
I think, well, he's like, what?
Yo, he got an arrow stuck in his head right now. Like,
He's like, alright, who's playing games?
the heck? Who hit me? Oh, I can't get it out.
Nope.
Oh,
they're all on
a lot of them.
They're all onto you now.
No, it's okay.
They know something.
Hanging out in the bushes.
Someone's doing something.
Come here, buddy. Maybe this guy will.
Alright, so remember, there's a little drop.
Little drop. I'm gonna aim above his head.
Just a little.
Oh,
too
that
much.
one.
Wow, way too much, son. You wasn't even near his head, bro.
Okay. Let's try it again.
Oh, I nailed him. Alright.
Oh, he's down.
Do they know yet? He's going to do
Yeah, you know, he's about to go check him right now. I would have ran up and just caught that boy right there.
That's unfortunate for that guy. Come on, buddy.
Hide right behind that, yup. Let him come around that corner and catch him. Catch him.
Yes! That was awesome.
Oh, no.
Still got that little, yeah, still got that little glitchy ass shit. Hope they fix that, man. Yo, loot that fucker, man. Taxman him.
Well, I murdered all of them. Well, I murdered the first few.
I guess
They're not marked anymore.
I'm gonna give him that because this game is not like his. He's over there at their spot.
Oh yeah, so this new aspect of the game.
So it's not gonna be something that he's gonna be able to save.
It's kind of like RPG elements in the game where you can actually like.
Or maybe he will because maybe he's using his name.
And yeah, like you can see, I'm getting money. Like
I don't know.
I got a hammer. Hammer. So let's check out my
weapons. and
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
too.
So you can see like different weapons. I have ranged weapons, the warrior's bow, and I can change back and forth between bows.
Oh, what's the tool down there you got? What is that?
Shoot, I don't know. What is that? Sleep darts. Oh, I love me some sleep darts.
Nice.
And then yeah, so there's a lot of new elements to it. I could sit here and probably play this game.
Oh, collectible.
Interact. Ooh, tax records.
Tax records. I just said to tax that man, and it shows tax records.
Are we friends? You, buddy. Are we cool?
No, he's bad. He's bad.
No, he's not cool. You see, he got a freaking level 20 above his head. Like, come on, man. Oh! The f-
Hey, buddy. Hey.
Run right past him. Run right past him. Yep. That's something I would have did too. I would have ran right past him, open the cage for the lion to come out, and then run right past him. I would have done that.
Can you take that boat right there?
I think he's gonna do the pledge on ice cream today.
The what?
He's gonna do the pledge on ice cream.
Oh.
Zooming in on something in the water.
What is he zooming in on?
We need to talk about that after I'm done recording this.
Oh, we gotta find the target.
All right, we'll talk about that. They didn't do the Pledge of Allegiance. You know why?
I know that because I found the lion like that.
No? Okay. We'll talk about it
Oh my
after.
god, I bet it's a crocodile.
Oh no.
Eating.
Let's see.
What is that?
Oh, there's dead things in the water.
Oh, what is that?
Oh,
it's a hippo.
It's a hippo.
No.
Look at the hippos.
Hippos. Oh, hi, hippos. Hi, hippos.
We're friends.
Why does that hippo have like a certain different
Oh, and there's treasure out there? You gotta go out there.
indicator on top of it? You see it?
Okay.
Go. Alright.
So I need to get out there. Let's see if I can take a boat.
So, find and meet Hotefres, the informant. His ship carries a large statue. He sails a trading ship.
Mount. Oh, look at me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, dude, I'm on a boat.
That's badass.
I'm on a boat, man. I'm going fast, man.
I'm on a boat.
Right trigger goes faster. Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Right here. All right, you going to the island, or?
I'm kind of cruising around on my boat.
Okay.
Dude, we should get
Look at the water.
We should get a ski rope and some we get like a surf, or we'll get like a wakeboard.
Parasail.
We'll get a wakeboard and cruise around. Go pick up some chicks.
Are you gonna go meet the hippos?
Get some beer. Yeah, let's go around the island. Meet them. Oh, I hit something.
Yeah, it's a little shallow here.
I hit something.
You know what
Bomb
everyone
hit
says
that
about
bird.
Africa?
What's that?
Hippos are the friendliest animals in Africa.
Is that what they say?
Yeah. That's a
Oh,
statistic.
that's my hippo buddies.
Yeah, be dumb. Be dumb and go fuck with
That's
some
the
hippos,
statistic
nigga.
that hippos are the friendliest animals.
Yeah, go fuck with some hippos now.
Oh, look at them swimming.
Dumbass motherfuckers, go fuck with some hippos.
They were not
They
happy
were
with
real pissed.
Okay, let's go over here.
Oh, don't shoot him. Quick jump! There you go. Like a pro.
That's what I meant to do, guys. How y'all doing? All right. Hey, buddy.
Look around my ship.
Or whatever it is.
Ooh, I got a
I
level.
keep records of
Oh,
all
you
the
leveled up.
problems which may have the crocodile at their root.
He must have been playing for a little while.
Oh, Luke.
Dude's level 21. He must have been playing this for a little while.
So you got something at the front of the boat
Yeah,
here.
let's see what's in the front of the boat. Oh, hey, buddy.
Oh,
Who is this
let's see.
shrine dedicated to? I'm praying for the people killed by fires in
Dionysus.
Someone is burning down their farms. You may try to help to stop it.
Oh, wow, you can move the camera again. Oh, look.
Oh,
This is
all right.
my stop.
Oh, it wasn't really a cutscene. It was like an in-game thing.
Yeah, it was like
All
an in-game cutscene.
I guess that's what they call this. All right.
Oh, hi,
You
ladies.
can discover something to your left there.
How y'all doing?
There's like a question mark real close to you.
Oh, okay, so tapping down whistles a little bit. Holding down calls your horse.
Okay, so the tapping down is to like distract
Hey, what's up, guys? What's up? What's up? Back
Yeah,
down.
got you.
All right,
Okay,
there's
you
the
gotta
boat.
get across the Nile.
Yeah, I need to get I need to get across the lake. I'm gonna take my horse on the.
You need to find. Don't take your horse in the water. Here's a boat.
That's fine. Stay here. Hey,
Yup. I'm terrified of crocodiles.
All right, here we go.
Fast.
Oh, you should get the treasure on that
Fast.
island.
Oh, is there a treasure out there?
Yeah. Remember there was a chest on it.
Man, you better get this shit done, bro.
Look at the wake. Like the wake looks
I know
really
the water
good.
looks.
That shit's banging. Yeah, it is.
Black flag too, so they know
That's
they
a
know
great
a thing or two about
water.
about
boats.
water and boats. Yeah.
Ooh, what's that straight ahead?
That's just birds. Okay.
Like you're cutting right through the water.
That was not a bird.
All right.
Splitting the seas.
All right, bringing it in, nice and smooth.
And
nailed it.
Oh, don't mind me. I gotta get used to that. They. Oh, this is not good. What happened there?
You can loot them though.
Oh, could I?
Yeah, tax him, dude.
Oh, carry. Never mind. Throw them in the water. Throw them to the hippos.
Oh yeah, where's the hippos?
I've got dinner.
I'm on Golden.
There they are.
Golden Horn Island.
Oh, go up to the top and then throw them to the hippos.
Oh, so it, like unlocked it, and then it shows what's on the island.
But that's like Black Flag.
That's cool. Yeah. Except I did it like locally. Oh, and there's stuff up there for me to loot.
Yeah, I see it blinking.
Yeah. Bring them up the mountain.
All right, hey guys, I brought dinner for you.
No, you gotta get closer.
they're happy.
You gotta get closer. You gotta get closer. You can't throw him that far. He's gonna fall right into the wheat over there.
Alright, how do I... right trigger will do it.
Oh, all right, good. The devs are telling us how to throw a body into a hippo. All right, right trigger.
Here we go. Hey,
Hup. Catch him!
See? He's gonna fall right
I think
into
it was gonna be a trick at the zoo.
Oh, they are very upset.
What happens if you go down there? You're gonna. Oh, look at his blood! Look at his blood going into the water.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh! He came out of nowhere, yo. He attacked out of nowhere.
All right, hippos are. Let's not mess with them. Birds.
That came out of nowhere, dude.
Good lord, that thing came after me. All right.
So
I got treasure. There's 3 treasures on this island.
Yeah, there's some up there. Oh,
there's a treasure.
The loot.
Does that count?
Tax man.
No, that's okay. Here's some.
Tax man.
There we go. That's a treasure. A new weapon.
New bow.
Nice. Arc bow.
Tax it.
Okay,
there you go.
Oh wow! Just look at that, dude. Look at this.
It's really cool.
It's so pretty.
Beautiful.
Where's another one? Let's use my eagle.
It was on the other, like rock by where you threw the guy. Like.
Oh, was there one over there? Great.
Like no, not like where. You
See, why does that hippo have that?
Thought I saw one earlier when you.
Is that like the king hippo or some shit? Is that like the? You kill them, then you can. You have to worry about no other hippo because you be the king hippo.
I think they just get pissed if you're near them. All right, we might have to move on to.
Yeah, we'll have to come back and look for treasure later. Okay, I need to get on my boat. Should we take the smaller boat or the?
Yeah, take the smaller one. We've seen the big one. There you go.
See if that moves fast.
Oh, he's got a row.
That probably doesn't.
You just gotta get it started. There you go.
It probably doesn't move fast because it doesn't have a sail.
Let's go this way. Man, this is beautiful.
If you see a crocodile, you have to fight it.
Just barehanded.
You gotta take it.
So there's like these buckets in the water. See,
That's what you keep breaking. Yep, you keep running into those.
Bucket.
Maybe that's attached to something.
Well, I can actually go underwater. I can swim underwater.
Or it could just be a bucket. Ooh, it's deep. It's real deep, dude. Wow.
Oh man,
That's super deep. Yeah, he said the exact same shit. Jinx, motherfucker, you owe me a Pepsi. Actually, no, you owe me a Coke.
I don't like this.
Are you afraid of water, Jared?
He said super deep. You both said super deep at the same exact time.
I don't want to frighten you.
I'm afraid of crocodiles.
Then why do you want to fight one?
Because then I'll see one die.
Look at that boat over there on the left. That thing is sweet.
So what is that for? Isn't that supposed to touch the bottom?
Any boat is your boat, really.
Yeah.
That's supposed to touch the bottom.
It's really, really nice.
Cause it's not like
It's a bad rap nowadays with all that.
a paddle. It's a stick that you just
I've never been to Egypt.
like you hit the bottom and push yourself along. Hit the bottom, push yourself along. But that is super fucking deep. How the hell are you going? Don't question.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. That's a bad area.
Okay, this be good. This be good.
That's the perfect area to go to. It's restricted. Go there.
This is prime crocodile territory. Oh, careful.
Oh, gotta
There you go.
Alright.
Damn, I'm gonna rock this freaking game, man. I'm gonna bust this game wide open.
Oh, it's a person.
Oh.
I think I'm gonna make this game my bench. 25. Yes, go for him. Go for him, fool.
Oh, it's a zip line.
Yeah.
Go for him. He's level 25. You're level 22. Go for him.
They put a tree inside the house.
All right, what are those skins attached to? Those hippos or those crocodiles?
I don't know. Oh, those look like.
Oh, so that's a skin.
Those are hippos. Oh,
So you can
no,
get the
those are
hippo
crocs.
skin.
All right, you gotta get over there. You
There's
gotta
the
fight them.
crocs. That guy. Oh, that guy's upset.
What's he doing? He's like, ah, you damn crocodiles.
Oh, that crocodile is going on land.
Wandering. It said wandering.
Oh! Oh, crocodile attack! Crocodile attack!
Run! Oh my god!
Look at the mule. The donkey's like, oh my god. Yeah, you better move, son. Oh, he's going after the dude. He's going after the dude. The dude's done. Dude's done. Dude's done. Dude's done. Dude's done. Oh, he's out of there. Out of there. He's gone.
Uh-oh. Someone's almost seen you, dude.
Uh-oh. Don't mind. Nope, nope, I'm no one.
I think he saw you.
Nope, I'm nobody.
Just walk up to him. Walk up to him. Like, what's up, homie?
Oh, you're gonna have to. Did you get him?
Yeah, you got him. Oh!
I'm fighting.
Nice.
You're gonna fight him now.
So this is good. Oh, there's new,
Play with the new combat. He's really. You're gonna lock onto him. You're gonna lock onto him.
Oh.
Got you,
Jack.
sucker.
Oh no!
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so you're here.
Hey guys.
You're not really gonna try to get in here, are you?
Stop right there.
All right, fight him.
He told me to stop right there.
Okay.
Let's go. Go around this way. Hey, don't worry about me.
I'm definitely gonna have to fight them. Like everybody that's like above my level, I'm gonna have to fight them.
Hey, buddy, come here.
Dead ass gonna have to fight them.
I bet it was that weirdo walking around earlier.
That plant just whistle at me?
What is it, magical plant?
Oh,
Or maybe the burning bush. You never know, homie.
Oh, stealth attack, but
yes.
Did you get him?
Wow.
Still alive.
Yeah, it was red. Did you see it was red? Like it said stealth attack, but it was.
Ow. Ow.
Yeah, you can't.
He's gonna die again. He's gonna die again. Yeah, you can.
Run away.
It's one dude.
Oh, they shot you.
Shot me with an arrow.
All right, don't fight these guys.
Okay, I'm not gonna fight
Don't
them
fight
anymore.
these guys.
Stop. Let's go. We can go that way.
No, turn right. Okay, now go that way.
What?
Yep, that
Oh,
way.
I know what you're sending me towards, Jeremy. We're not doing that.
Damn it. All right.
Horsey.
Yes.
Horsey. Excuse me, ladies. Donkey. Oh, pushes. Ow.
Thank you, Ubisoft, for sending me these videos. Thank you for sending me these vids. I definitely appreciate that. Something I can show, you know,
Yes.
my my crew, my stream,
I guess I'm going in this area here.
my subscribers. I can show them this. And let them know, get ready, because I'm going to be playing this too.
Oh, give her the doll.
The 26th, 9 o'clock. I probably won't be able to play it at the time because it doesn't come out to the 27th, but I'll record myself playing, and I'll put that out right at like 12 o'clock, 12:01. So I'll be fucking the game up before you guys will even see me do it, but I'll record it for you guys.
Yeah.
Definitely record it for you guys.
You want to race?
Oh, this is dangerous. You want to race, little girl?
That looks like fun.
Oh, she's laughing.
Can I jump that? Hello.
Oh, that was cool. Now you're just showing off.
Beat you. Achievement. Oh, that's a nice house.
And soldiers.
That's a really nice house. The soldiers?
Thank you, Shadia.
All right.
You should go
Observe.
back to your mother
Here we
now.
go. It's
Senu.
or Senu.
That was easy.
You nailed it. All right, we got to mark people now.
All right, let's start marking some guys.
Oh, level 20s?
Okay,
Scrubs.
I can fight level 20s.
Absolute scrubs.
Nigga, you a scrub. Let me stop.
Yep.
Go.
Let me stop.
Oh. The eagle's like waving.
Cause he died from that one freaking dude that was level 25. I just That pissed me off, man. He should have beat that dude. He should have fought to the death. Well, he did fight to the death. He died.
Nice. Everything he does is so unnecessary. Like the things he lands on. All right. Ooh.
Oh, there's a guy right
you
there.
can get him. You can get him good. Might have to go up and then around.
All right, let's go down.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Got him.
Hello.
That was awesome. Oh, he left the
dropped them
little
both,
loot bag there.
Okay, so we got 2 down there.
Yep. 1 up top. So you gotta deal with the people up top, I'm guessing. Those 2 are sticking together.
Okay.
Can we fast forward these days?
That's what I'm thinking. If we clean shot at his head, might be the way to go. That guy's. So there we go. All right. Now we move. Now we move.
All right. Oh, nice. Oh, he'll never see this coming.
Get him, fool.
There we go. Classic flying assassination.
Oh, this guy could drop on top of
I got a combat
Where
bow.
is it? They said it would be here.
Ooh, someone's talking.
It's like a mission right there.
All right,
Get
let's
him.
go murder this guy real fast.
That was indeed fast.
Well, we don't need it. You know,
Loot him.
people walking around.
Don't carry him.
Carry him. There any hippos around here?
Oh, dude, you got. You could throw them to crocodiles.
Oh, did he put him inside?
That's where that guy goes.
All right. Ooh, that's a long jump there.
I don't know if I can make that.
No.
Jump to that other. You climb over there, then hop on that, and then fall on it. Come on.
Get up here.
That was loud. All right. Oh, no.
Dude, this is gonna be very painful for this guy.
Oh, God.
All right. Oh, let's hide him.
Quick, in the rose bush.
Right in there. Throw it in. Yep. Loot him.
I just dove in with the guy.
Tax him.
Is the guy pissing over there? What's he doing? I'm still dropping him.
Get rid of him.
Sorry. Leave him.
He is pissing. He is pissing. Yep. Catch him while he's pissing. Catch him while he's pissing. Say, hey.
Sorry.
He's like, hey.
He goes, why are you here? And then I stabbed him in the throat. All right. Let's go ahead and
Why are you here?
here.
Put him in his own.
There you go. Just drop him in there. You
All right.
Smell that for all eternity. Okay.
This game is just teasing, man.
Oh.
All right, so there's only 1 guy left, right?
Yeah, I should
You
probably
take him in
let's just
hand-to-hand.
fight him.
Yeah, I was gonna say hand-to-hand combat.
Now that there's
Mano y mano.
there's like no one left.
If he wins, he's the hero.
Excuse me. Hey, buddy. Want to fight? Want to fight?
Whistle at him.
Want to fight? Hello.
Hey.
All right, guard.
Oh, I blocked it.
There you go.
All right, I can shield punch. Oh, missed.
He's a wily one.
Wow. Looks like going right through him.
Come on. All right. Let's get out here in the open. Come on.
You go out in the open, you're going to have other motherfuckers to fight,
It's like
dumbass.
outside. Oh, that's good. Oh, nice. Oh, we like.
Oh, wow. He was ready. Because he was stunned for a little while. It was like,
Ow! He's stunned.
he could have just. See?
Ow! Enough of that.
Shield bashing too hard.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh!
Why is it hooked?
Good God. So, a skull breaker.
That's
I am
awesome.
100%
All
gonna.
right, hang on.
Yeah, hang on. Let's get that thing.
Oh my god. I shouldn't even be watching this.
You could just
It's going to show me all.
It's so much more powerful.
Actually, but the
Level
power.
18 with that power is purple.
It's purple.
Do I have different horses? Oh, I just have the one. Mary. Oh, Mary's the name.
The name's Mary.
Okay.
Mary Amu.
What other outfits? Do I have any other cool outfits?
All right. Look how bloody you are. Look at the back of your head.
I'm a little bloody. I may have.
God.
I may have seen better days. That's okay though.
Okay, so why?
Yeah. So the
Why are you in here? Oh, the ledger. We need the ledger.
The combat has definitely changed. Like so, It's not your sort of typical like animation, like parry fight. Now it's like an actual.
It's an actual fight now.
More intense than that.
Now it's an actual fight now.
But I
Right,
think,
like the fighting in the
He
old.
said it takes time to get used to for me.
It was
You suck, son. You suck.
This one, you need a bit more strategy. Ooh, what's that?
Plain and simple, nigga. You suck.
Everyone out. A lot of scrolls. A lot of papyrus.
Alright. Oh, Shadia's diary. Aww.
Oh, no.
I want to show my new doll.
Alright, new objective marker. Reach the Ephemerium Alms Kitchen.
Oh,
You can quote me on that. I'm watching him play. Garbage.
Alright. Gotta get to the kitchen.
Garbage.
What have you done, little one?
Oh,
You
Shadia.
cannot play games with the crocodile.
Yeah, Jeremy, you cannot play games with the crocodile. You should have learned this by now.
Why?
Because crocodiles aren't friendly.
You got to throw a body to a crocodile.
Hi. Hey guys. Don't mind me. It's all good. Nothing good can come of this, right? Okay, so she was headed to the lighthouse.
I need to get there now.
Excuse me.
The funny part about it, if I ever did some like cosplay type shit, it'd be this nigga. It'd be this nigga. That'd be it. That'd be it. It'd be this nigga with dreads.
I also let it. Hey, dog. Hey, come here. Dog. Come here.
Leave the freaking dog alone.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Aw, he's so cute.
Oh, buddy, come here.
So cute.
Come here, buddy. Those little ears. They're all pointed. Alright, we'll leave him alone.
Alright.
That dog's name was Peter.
Oh, he ran over that one.
I stepped on it. It's okay. Oh, excuse
Just
me.
running over kids.
Oh, there's a lot of people in the street.
A lot of people in the streets.
Excuse me, everyone.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna do this. We're gonna run. Oh, look at all this. Look at all this running stuff.
In a restricted area already.
You're in a restricted area already.
Alright, you told me off.
What about look at that? Like, we just went through
You told me off.
So good. Two rocks. To hills and stuff.
But 2 rocks.
Alright, let's call Sinu.
Question mark.
In the lighthouse. There it is.
There we
Yep,
go.
right there.
I think it's a crocodile.
Look in the lighthouse, boy.
Crocodiles in the area.
You know what eagles like? Smoke.
Eagle's got a case of the black lung.
Okay. Being sneaky.
Alright.
Oh, here we go.
Easy, brother.
Climb through trees.
The crocodile did this. Not you or me. Surely it must have been necessary.
Are you gonna try and fight all of them?
Maybe.
I would.
Let's do some.
Oh, shoot the pots! Shoot the pots!
What was there pots out there?
There's pots right under those 2 guys.
Hang on, I gotta do some recon. There's 2 more. Another guy.
Ooh, gotta go for him first. Gotta go for him first.
There's pots right there. You can blast them. Look. Oh, they're not close enough yet, but.
Oh, yes, near the fire. Whoop, bird.
Whoop, bird.
Definitely gotta go for him first. Yep, go for him first. Yes, assassinating it. What are you waiting on?
You gotta pick your moments.
Oh, hang on, I gotta get somewhere where I can have it. There we go. Okay, now
They'll never see you.
They'll never see me here on top of this pole.
Oh, they all left.
I
Damn
have
it.
incredible
That was
balance.
pot central. All right, so get in the bush, and then you whistle, and they'll come over. And when they're near the pots, you just did. Oh wow, this poor guy.
Well, I got one right there too. You think the other one will notice me?
Probably.
There's nothing here.
You're being noticed right now, dude.
Oh.
No one?
You gotta go.
I'm on it. Shift your asses.
Oh, he didn't notice. Shoot him in the head. Oh wow. Oh, he's got a helmet on though. Nice.
Neck.
Oh, neck. In the neck.
Yeah, you gotta hit him in the neck. He has a helmet on.
I think he just said alarm. That's probably means they may have spotted me. Hang on.
All right.
I'm gonna loot this body real quick.
All right.
Grab that.
Taxman.
Watch the pots.
Oh, I can go through here.
Pots.
I'm coming, brothers.
Oh, come on, buddy. That guy is
He's a big dude.
That's why you should have jumped on top of his ass and killed him right away.
Alright.
Fucked him up.
Assassinate this guy.
He fucked up doing what he's doing now. Like he sees you now. He sees you.
Yeah, what are you gonna do about it? Oh, he's got a bow.
Yep, he shoots you with a bow. That's what he's gonna do about it.
Maybe I can get out of here.
There you go, there you go.
No, it's okay.
Get the hell out of there.
They don't know I'm here anymore. And I'm a bush. Yeah, he totally spotted me in there.
He's pissed. I gotta deal with them while he's marching around. And then
I would have went for him first.
Yeah, we'll fight him.
No. See, these guys are fucking stupid.
Oh my God,
These guys are fucking stupid.
Don't mind me, not in a bush. I am not in a bush.
You guys are fucking stupid, man. I would have went for that dude first because I know he's the. You see, he had a crown above his head, so that means he was like the leader of all of them. You take him out, the rest of them is nothing. The rest of them is nothing.
All right, buddy. Big man, giant.
Now he's gonna fight him.
Oh, God, look at my bruiser stick.
Yep, get hit. Get hit again. Dodge that shit, boy. Damn. Oh my.
Oh my God, Jack.
Garbage.
Oh.
Now he's down. Yep.
No honor there. Ow. Oh.
He said there's no honor there. The fuck? There's no honor between thieves, nigga.
I'm all right.
Listen.
I'm all right. Ow.
Tell me you're about to die. Tell me you're about to die.
Light attack. Oh.
Tell me he's about to die. He's about to die.
Oh.
Garbage. Garbage.
Okay, so.
Alright, so.
Garbage. Watch when I play my first play. I'm telling you, it's gonna be different than what this is right here. It's gonna be way different.
Hey, what are you doing over here?
It's gonna be way different. You're gonna see it. Our game is gonna be so totally different.
You didn't see you. They all saw you. Shoot the pots! Alright, you're good. You gotta just disappear again. There you go.
Like he had it perfectly when he was above them, so he could have fell on top of that first guy with the crown, and then go after the rest of the little guys. Kill the main dude first. Kill the captain first.
You absolutely have to. Oh no, that's just for the area.
See if I can get up to a point where I can pounce on him.
Trash, man, trash. He's about to.
Come on, buddies.
Oh boy.
Trash.
Where are they gonna go?
We're still searching over there.
Big man is.
Trash.
Oh, here we go.
Let's see his trash ass die again.
I just upset him.
Trash.
Oh, you might be able to sneak
He's
up
screaming
on him.
alarm is what he's doing.
You might be able to sneak up on him. You might be able to get him again.
You had him. Like he had him.
Oh, there we go.
You got him.
I'll give him that. I'll give him that. He actually got him that time.
All right, Jeremy. So I left a couple.
But he should have been got that nigga. He should have been had him.
Last guy. Thank you everybody for
They're
watching
nothing.
this Assassin's Creed Origins.
Those little guys are nothing,
Check us
man.
out on Achievement Hunter, and we'll be back same time, same place next week for more.
I knocked him in the bushes. Thank you very much, Ubisoft, for letting me play Assassin's Creed Origins. Literally the day you announced it.
We'll be back for more Let's Play Presents next week, same time, same place.
We'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
I still say he's trash. I still say he's fucking trash. That is trash, bro. Oh my goodness. Jesus. Yo, look at that. I think the rest of those are just pictures, bro. So I'm gonna go through the videos, which is like 8 more videos left.
Hey guys, Grace here, and welcome back to the Codex, the Assassin's Creed
Oh,
show
I love
where we give you all
those.
the latest community
I love
news and
those.
content. It's been a while since our last episode, but we can't think of a better time to come back than with the launch of Assassin's Creed Origins on the horizon. We've got a ton to cover, so let's just jump right in with the speed drawing of the Nile Delta from art director Raphael Lacoste as he explains how we can capture the mystery and atmosphere of ancient Egypt.
The intention when I'm doing a painting, and it's the same for my illustrators when they work with me, we're not trying to recreate something that is purely realistic. We want to bring emotion to the player. So the idea is really to magnify the scale, to have a very interesting mood, to stylize the colors, to have the most interesting, epic but also immersive experience. We try to keep that as much as possible. Even when we switch in the engine, we use the lighting rendering and the 3D elements. So this is
I'm gonna say
for the Giza Plateau.
there should be more
to
black
show the
people
massive
in
scale of
this
the pyramid, the magnificent scale of the pyramid,
any
and
Assassin's
the life
Creed
around the
game
Nile Delta.
ever.
What is interesting is the
You're in
contrast between
Africa, yo.
the flat
You're in
horizontal
Africa. You're
landscape
in
of the
Egypt,
vast
so you
fields
better
of
have
wheat, the small characters
way
that
more
float
black
on the
people
next to
than
the
y'all
water,
have.
and the massive scale of the pyramid in distance.
What I'm seeing
So I
right
want
now
to
is
bring
not.
too much detail into the pyramid because I want to keep that mystery, and that's where atmosphere is playing a very important role in the game. When you have this depth, you know, this feeling of fog, of mist in the distance, you see mysterious shapes, and you want to discover what is behind the fog, and that's really something that motivates exploration in the player.
That's probably the only thing that's gonna be really fucking with me during this game. That's gonna probably be the only thing fucking with me during this game. That there should have way more black people in here.
Really fascinated by
You're
the
in
size
Africa,
of
my
the
nigga.
monument, the landmarks, but also the colors we could play with, also the diversity in the mood, using the time of day. We really wanted to make sure that every single moment in the time of day was interesting in terms of color palette, but also in terms of mood. So we had spooky moments during the dawn in the Nile Delta, and very, you know, scorching lights in the white desert, you know, during the day. So I think it's the whole diversity in terms of light, but also biomes and cities that was really a fantastic challenge for the team, but also very interesting to recreate. There's something very fascinating and interesting about the creation of the open world of AC Origins that we had to consider the aerial perspective. We not only play from Bayek's perspective on the ground level, but we also play, you know, in the sky with Sinu. So we had to consider that when we crafted the environment, but also the lighting.
While we're here talking to the devs at the Montreal studio, let's head from the art department to another area of production. We know you guys have a lot of questions about the new combat system, so we sat down with game director Ashraf Ismail to answer them. Here's a little sample of our dev Q&A video with Ash as he gives us some insight into the combat of Assassin's Creed Origins.
Hey, I'm Ashraf Ismail, game director for Assassin's Creed Origins. What would you say is the biggest change to combat in Assassin's Creed from Dylan? So Dylan, the biggest change to Assassin's Creed in terms of combat, it's that we've drastically changed the paradigm of what is fight. So in previous ACs, we used what we call technically a paired animation system, which means when you swing your weapon, the hero and the enemy align, they play an animation together, you wait for the animation to finish, and then you continue fighting. The change we decided, the paradigm that we shifted, is we went to what we call a hitbox system, which means that anytime you swing your weapon, no matter the distance, no matter if there's no one around you, you're gonna swing. And that means all of a sudden that distance matters. The speed of your weapons matter. Your position in fight relative to other enemies also matter. Because now if you have a big spear and you're swinging it around, you can hit multiple enemies all at the same time. So all of a sudden, all these parameters of a weapon really matter in the gameplay. So it's not just about the damage anymore, it's really speed, length, position in fight, the number of enemies you're fighting. That's the basis of it, and then from there we really go deep on what weapons do the enemies have, how do they behave based on the weapon loadout they have, from heavy weapons to fast weapons to shields. All of this has a huge impact on fight and the way as a player you're meant to read the fight and react to it.
If you'd like to see more of Ash's answers about combat, the full video will be out next week. During the final stretch of development, we want to make sure you guys can keep talking with our developers, so we'll be continuing the series of Dev Q&As with new topics and frequently asked community questions through launch. Make sure you submit your questions to our dev team by tagging us on Twitter and using the hashtag AskACDevs. Speaking of keeping the community engaged with our developers, we are super pumped to announce a new community leader program called the Mentors Guild. Back in January, we brought 10 Assassin's Creed fans from all over the world to visit the Ubisoft Montreal studio. From cosplayers and wiki editors to Reddit mods and forum posters, we hosted fans from every area of our community to get feedback on the game and to kick off our first pilot group for a brand new kind of community program. Check out this peek into the Mentors' visit to Montreal and what the Assassin's Creed community means to them.
These past couple days, they've gone by so quickly, but like at the same time, they were really long.
Like they got me thinking about getting another tattoo though.
Process too was mind-blowing,
But not
because
like
you know how much
Assassin's
goes
Creed
into it, but then
tattoo,
getting
but
to see the
close.
faces and meeting
Because they did this stuff on Egypt.
Was so cool
I was
to
thinking
see.
of doing the
Now
ones
when I see
where,
the scene in the game that I saw in the mocap
you
studio,
know, the three
it's gonna mean
pyramids,
so much more, and be like, I was there for that.
like
This is
above
so
the three
cool.
pyramids,
It's
what
just
they
so
make.
overwhelming in a really good way. There's been like no points to like even breathe.
Look it up. Look it up,
Because the things are doing it
Look
exciting,
up
but it's also just
exactly
being
the
surrounded by such a
spacing of
cool group
each
of people.
pyramid
There's
and
so
what it
many
represents
energetic, passionate people
to the sky.
who work on the brand day in, day out, and it's just incredible to feel their energy.
I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that.
Assassin's Creed gives you that feeling of belonging to something, and that
The
changes
feeling
your
of
life,
belonging to
no
something
matter
because I
what.
don't belong
We're
here.
always wearing Assassin's Creed. We always meet up and do photos.
Because
and
it's
pictures with people and
supposed to
everything.
be
It's really
something
great.
else
It's
that
helping
we.
me make actual friends, not just online people here or there, or it's actual people in the real world that I'm friends with, that I keep in contact with, that I make an effort to see when we go to conventions and things like that.
I love being here, being surrounded by so many people who love what I love and who are so passionate about their jobs and what they do is just amazing. And it's really incredible. And
Look at
it's
that
been one of
necklace,
the
though.
best experiences of my whole life.
If you want to learn
Banger.
more about what the Mentors Guild is, head over to the AC website article linked below. And do make sure you keep an eye out for more news about the Guild coming very soon. While we love bringing community members to our studios, we also love to showcase your talents here in the Codex. This episode, we've got quite a variety of amazing community creations to show you, from tattoos to handmade signs. First up, we have this Assassin's Creed Origins tattoo from Instagram user Scarrickson. After contacting the AC dev team for some art of a scarab, Scarrickson showed legitimately zero fear and got the
I
symbol
swear, I just
immediately
started
inked
thinking
on his
about the
thigh.
tattoo. I
It's
didn't know they was
looking
going to actually start showing
Next up, we've
tattoos.
got
I did not
Italian
know that.
cosplayer Handsome Fred, who shared
I
his
did
progress
not know
pictures
that. I
of buying
swear
Joe,
to
and it's
God.
already looking
All my
amazing,
life,
and
I
it's
did not
even
know.
done. We can't
Well,
wait to
y'all
see the
people
full
know.
cosplay.
If y'all been with me for a
Last, but
while,
certainly
you know
not
I
least, is
predict shit
Raphael
like
Martinez's super cool wood burn sign.
I be
We're loving the
predicting shit
hieroglyphics
like
and the new Origins
automatically. I
symbol.
don't know
It'll make the
why.
perfect addition to any community manager's desk.
I don't know why. It's just something I do. I do
We
that.
know you all put a ton of love and passion into
I
creating
don't
artwork,
mean to do it.
cosplay, and videos to share with the rest of the AC
I
community.
just do.
So, in July, we
Like
introduced
Joker
the first strand of
says.
our Assassin's Creed Origins community
The dogs
creation
don't know why
contest
they
to
chased
feature
the
those works
car.
and to give away
They
some
just
pretty cool prizes.
do.
We saw so many awesome entries, and the whole AC team wants to thank you guys for sharing your incredible talents with us. If you weren't able to enter the first phase, or you've been hunched over that sewing machine making the perfect cosplay, don't worry. You can still enter the second phase of the contest that will be kicking off on September 4th. Make sure you get started on your submission for the chance to win an Xbox One X
old.
and the Dawn of the Creed Collector's
September
Edition.
4th is
Head
October
over to our
4th right
website
now.
at
It's a whole fucking month away.
assassinscreed.com/contest for more information.
Like a
Thanks
full
for joining us
30
here in the
goddamn
Codex.
days.
We're so
40,
excited to
I
share
don't know,
more
30,
Assassin's Creed Origins and community news
It's
with you
over.
as we get closer to release. We make the Codex for all of you in the community, so we want to hear your feedback. If you want to see more of something or you have a cool idea for a segment, let us know in the comments below. There will be a lot more Assassin's Creed Origins coming your way, so keep an eye on our channels for the latest updates. We'll see you next time.
Busty. Sorry. No. I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, I know I got like 8 videos left. I'm gonna end it right here. Because like I said, these were sent to me from Ubisoft through email. And like I said, I appreciate it. I appreciate them. But this video has gotten to be super long right now. And I don't even know if people's going to sit there and watch this. But of course you're going to watch it because this is Assassin's Creed Origins, man. But I'm going to stop it right here. And I'm going to finish those last 8 videos in a later date. Alright? So, thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. And make sure you, and we'll hit that notification button. Hit that notification button. So anytime I come on showing you cool things like this that you would love to see, you'll be right there to see it. I love all y'all. And be good to yourself and everyone else.
And that good guy can change, especially if you short change. So fuck is my ransom, huh? Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back.